Imagine Redis gives your worker a payment job. The worker charges the customer and then it dies one instruction before calling XACK. Now Redis has not forgotten the message, but another worker asking for new messages will not automatically see it either. The job is now waiting inside a structure called pending entries list or PEL. That structure can save the job from being lost. It can also cause the same business action to run twice. So let us follow one message through the complete failure and recovery path. A Redis stream is an ordered log of entries. A consumer group lets several workers share the work instead of every worker receiving every entry. We create a stream called orders and a group called workers. Then the producer appends order 481 with XADD. Consumer Alice asks Redis for one entry using XREADGROUP. At the end of that command is the greater than symbol. In this context, it means give me an entry that has never been delivered to any consumer in this group. Redis sends the order to Alice, but delivery is not the same as completion. As soon as Redis delivers the entry, it records that entry in the group's pending entries list or PEL. Conceptually, Redis now remembers four important facts: the message ID, its current owner, how long it has been idle, and how many times it has been delivered. Alice performs the work. Only after the result is durable does Alice call XACK. That acknowledgement removes the message reference from this group's pending list. Notice what it does not do. A normal XACK does not delete the entry from the stream. Retention and acknowledgement are separate decisions. So the successful path is simple: new, pending, processed, acknowledged. The interesting behavior starts when the process stops between those last two steps. Okay, so now break the system at the worst possible moment. Alice receives the order, starts processing it, and disappears before Redis receives the acknowledgement. Now, what can Bob, the healthy consumer, actually do? The order remains pending and its owner is still Alice. If Bob calls XREADGROUP with the greater than symbol, he asks for never delivered work. This order was already delivered, so Bob does not receive it as a new message. First, the system needs to inspect abandoned work. XPENDING gives a summary and its detailed form shows each pending ID, current consumer, idle time, and delivery count. After the order has been idle beyond a chosen threshold, Bob can call XAUTOCLAIM. Redis scans the pending list, finds eligible entries, transfer ownership to Bob, and returns the claim message. Then Bob processes it and call XACK. The pending entry then disappears. This is recovery, but be precise about what Redis recovered. It recovered ownership of the message. It did not prove whether Alice completed the payment, sent the email, or updated the database before she disappeared.
Normal state path is new, then we go to pending, then acknowledged. Now the crash path branches from pending. First, the message becomes idle, then another consumer claims it, and only then does the successful acknowledgement clears the pending reference. So the PEL is therefore not a second queue. It is Redis remembering delivery ownership and unfinished work for one consumer group.
Now return to the payment example. Alice may have charged the card successfully and crashed before XACK. Bob claims the order and charges it again. From Redis perspective, redelivery is correct. The message was never acknowledged. From the customer's perspective, the result is a duplicate charge. This is why Redis streams give at least once delivery, not exactly once business processing. Okay, the message should carry a stable idempotency key such as payment 481. Before performing the side effect, the consumer checks or creates a durable record keyed by that value. A unique database constraint can make competing attempts converge on one result. If the final call goes to a payment provider, pass the same idempotency key to that provider. Then call XACK only after the durable result is known. Claiming recovers the work. Idempotency makes repeating that work safe. XAUTOCLAIM needs a minimum idle time, and that value is a trade-off. Set it too low and Bob may steal a job that Alice is still legitimately processing. Now two consumers can work on the same order concurrently. Set it too high and genuinely abandoned work waits too long before recovery. Start above the measured high percentile processing time and add margin. For long-running jobs, split work into smaller durable steps or add an application heartbeat and least design instead of guessing a tiny timeout. There's also the poison message problem. Claiming normally increases the delivery count. If one malformed job fails every worker, that count keeps rising. Redis exposed the evidence, but your application must define the policy. Retry with backoff, stop after a bounded number of attempts, copy the message, and failure context to a dead letter stream. Then acknowledge the original. Recovery without a stopping rule is only an infinite loop with better bookkeeping. Here is the complete flow in Redis CLI. We create the workers group, then add order 481 and read it as Alice without acknowledging it. XPENDING now shows one pending entry owned by Alice. Bob asks for new work and receives nothing because the order was already delivered. After the idle threshold passes, Bob runs XAUTOCLAIM. The same entry moves to Bob and its delivery count increases. Bob completes the repeat safe handler and calls XACK. XPENDING returns 0. Finally, XREADGROUP still shows the entry in the stream. That last command proves the distinction. Acknowledgement clears group level pending state. It does not perform stream retention for us. In production, do not monitor only stream length. Group lag tells you how much work has not been delivered yet. Pending count tells you how much was delivered but not acknowledged. The age of the oldest pending entry tells you whether recovery is late. Delivery count reveals a repeated failure. Per consumer, pending idle, and inactive values help identify a dead or overloaded worker. Also remember ordering. Stream IDs are ordered, but parallel consumers and reclaim messages can finish out of order. If one customer's operation must remain sequential, partition by a stable key, validate sequence numbers, or serialize that customer's state transitions. The production checklist is short. Observe pending work, reclaim conservatively, make side effects idempotent, bound retries, and test a real crash after the side effect but before XACK. Okay, so when a Redis stream consumer dies, the message is not automatically lost and it is not automatically complete. It remains pending until your system inspects, claims, processes, and acknowledges it. The pending entries list or PEL answers who owns this unfinished message. XAUTOCLAIM answers who should own it now. And your application still has to answer the hardest question. What happens if the business action runs again? That is the complete recovery model. Claim carefully, process idempotently, and acknowledge only after success is durable.